Alright, I'd like to welcome you back to the COAF, City of Island Fishing Field Team vlog, video log, and for this round, I think this is episode number 4. No fishing this round. Been really tough trying to get out there this week with our day jobs as well as being able to get out there with all this rain that we've been having. But that said, there's some things that we'd like to just bring up this round, maybe some admin related things. So that said, just like to put it in the plug. We do have that website, stockertroutfishing.com. We're currently in warm water fishing, but we'll shift over to the stocker trout or trout that are getting stocked later in the upcoming season, trout stocking season here in Texas. And of course, I always like making that run up across the border to the Blue River when they start stocking for some of the trout in November. So that'll be really good. But that said, stocker trout fishing. We also have the field team YouTube channel, so do take a look at that there, and you can see some of the stuff that we posted there. But that's it. Let's go right into some of the things we want to talk about this round. First piece, we wanted to go and try out our outboard motor, make sure that it is working. So we did a quick test of that, make sure it was working. Put some new gas in there as well as cleaned out a few things, and sure enough, it started pretty good. It was a 9-volt 1964 6-horsepower Johnson, and it still works here today. So that's good stuff. But that's it. Let's go right into why we did that. The boat registration in ours in particular was going to be ending here October 2016, and you can see that very rarely do we take the boat out. We normally go straight paddles as well as going kayak fishing. But here's our sticker that's going to expire 2016, and it's October 2016. So the other day we got a renewal in the mail from Texas Parks and Wildlife, and in there it gave this information about new regulations where they're going to be needing you to include your driver's license as well as date of birth. And some of the things that they were saying is it's going to take an extra let's see, it could take 1 to 2 months to delay in processing your registration. And so that's why they sent these out early. And we went ahead and did it. And sure enough, we did it online using their easy 1, 2, 3 step method. And it's right on their website, and it works, so we don't have to mail anything in. And sure enough, a few weeks, I think it's like about a couple of weeks later, in the mail comes our new boat registration sticker. So that was fairly good, and even better is it still expires October. So we did a little bit early, and we didn't lose any of the time that we had put in for that. So let's knock that admin piece, and so that kind of got us started with getting the a look at the outboard motor, and sure enough it was working. Also, August 15th, so just the other day, I found out that you can go ahead and renew your fishing license for this next year. So you get like a extra 2 weeks leeway. So if you don't have a fishing license that hasn't expired yet, you want to get an extra 2 weeks, go ahead and get it now, and you're good to go from now up until it expires next year. Ours expires here at the end of the month, so at some point we'll go get it renewed, because we'll definitely be going fishing again. So do keep that in mind. Also, some of the things that we've been playing around with, iFish News. It's a little online newspaper that we put together. We went out with a magazine, I believe it was earlier this year. It's one edition, and it's one paper edition, actual paper edition, and then we have a PDF version of it with a sample of it, as well as you can purchase it. I think it's for like 99 cents or something, but whatever, it's got some information there. We were thinking about making another one. We're still thinking about making another one, but that said, in between, we've been using this iFish News, and in this case, in iFish News, this last round, or this last one that we sent out, some key points there. Lower Illinois River, we like trout fishing. The Lower Illinois River is one of the places to keep in mind if you want to go do some trout fishing up in Oklahoma. It's year-round. Haven't gone there yet. I saw some good things online as well as on the Facebook pages showing some things being caught there, especially some nice looking trout. So if you want a year-round opportunity here and you're in the North Texas area, it's definitely a place to go if you're not able to make it to the Lower Mountain Fort, because that's the other place by Beavers Bend State Park that offers that year-round trout fishing as well. But we definitely want make sure you keep the Blue River in mind up in November, and it'll be a good time getting some trout there as well. So that's one of the things we post in iFish News. The other thing that we do on the iFish News online newspaper is post some videos that we see that are maybe of some interest for those in North Texas, as well as just a rundown on some of the hot things happening. And this last one we wanted to point out was the Lake Lavon. It looks like everything coming out of there, white bass, whites, and crappie, is looking really good, and that seems like to be the hot topic right now. So keep that in mind. And I believe the other hot thing was about kayak fishing and the new pedal-powered kayaks that have come out. So right now, before you had just Hobie, as well as I think it was native watercraft that was offering pedal-powered kayaks. So now there's, I believe, another 2 or 3 more out there. So in the iFish News, we just posted some key videos that came out of the folks that went to the ICAST fishing show or fishing convention earlier this year. So keep that in mind as well. Take a look at that. Also, 2 videos that we also posted in there was Denison Dam. Not hearing much around Denison Dam on the tail race, but we did see one video where an individual was able to catch a nice looking striper. It looked like on the Texas side on a topwater lure when they were generating. So that was good being able to see that. Right now we're still kind of playing it by ear, waiting for the generation schedule to settle out, and maybe we can start hitting some of those pools that form after they quit generating, and start working those pools with our fly rods and be able to hook up with some bass as well as some of those striped bass. So that's what we really like about that area. Also bring up in iFish News, we also posted a video from Possum Kingdom, the tail race, and looks like some good information to be had there. So if you take a look at that, ifishnews.com, it'll take you to the home page, and then if you go to the monthly, or not the monthly, but the newspaper menu, drop down menu, you'll see the different editions in it. And the latest one, I believe, was August 10th, I think. Yeah, take a look at that one. That'll have this information there. And like we were saying, Lake Lamont, the crappie as well as the white bass have been really hot right now. We went out there a couple of times, and then unfortunately got to do some more rehab on the wrist. Hurt it the other day, and then it looks like we re-injured it. So kind of stuck with staying on the shore for now. But I said it's been raining, so it's okay. Anyways, some things that we also want to keep in mind is in our local area, we've been also hearing reports on Bethany Lakes, our local pond that we definitely like fishing as much as we can for these quick trips when we need to just get away from our day-to-day stuff. Heard that there's a fish kill going on, at least some fish that are dying off. I believe it's in the Horseshoe Pond, so that's kind of a bummer, but that's certainly one of the natural things that happens. So we'll keep that in mind, as well as having some really good success over there on the Sonic Pond, where we've been getting some nice hits on bass. I've been playing around with a switch rod that we picked up the other day from Cabelas, as well as playing around with a fly rod that we got on sale. This round we're getting ready to hit the road here in the next day or so, and not sure if we'll be able to do any fishing, but of course we're going to bring a fishing pole with us just in case. In this case, pulling out the old Reddington trout rod, 5-weight, 9-foot, that kind of had to do some fixing work to one of the sections because we broke a piece of it. But I think we got it up and running to where we can at least take it on the road, and if we get an opportunity to wet a line, we're definitely going to use that. Alrighty, so just to summarize everything, do take a look at our StalkerTroutFishing.com website. Do take a look at our YouTube channel, COAF Field Team, Charlie Oscar Alpha Foxtrot Field Team, and that's our YouTube channel. Some of the topics we talked about today, just outboard motor that we were able to get started on the first pull, and what prompted us to do that was the new registration rules that are coming in effect that may delay getting them processed in the usual manner, about 1 to 2 weeks. It looks like it's maybe 1 to 2 months, so I'll keep that in mind. and that if you need to register early, even though your registration hasn't expired, you're definitely still getting credit for when it actually ends. So ours ends October 2016. Went ahead and registered. It's October 2018, so still got that 2 years that we're owed. Also, license renewals, do keep that in mind. You can go ahead and get that done, and you get an extra 2 weeks out of whatever you purchase for this year. iFish news, again, Lower Illinois River, keep that in mind to do some trout fishing from a year-round standpoint, just up the road from North Texas into Oklahoma. We also have Possum Kingdom, Lake Lavon. They're pretty hot out there, so do take a look at some of those videos we posted, and of course the big news about the new pedal-powered kayaks. And then finally, again, we just talked briefly on the Bethany Lakes piece, that fish kill, and then Sonic Pond. Some of the things that we're thinking about doing in the future, maybe do some Q&A for some of the folks that want to try, maybe have some questions for us or something. So we'll definitely take a look at that. If you put in the comments some questions, we'll definitely look at them and answer them. Also, maybe thinking about putting some either videos or maybe some events or something to where we can meet up with folks and let them know about some of the fishing flies that we've been tying. We've gotten several questions concerning how we tie the foam grasshopper, the near deer. That is a really good trout deer or trout fishing fly that has been very successful for us, courtesy of Tarpon Fly and what he posted, one of the local guides here on using that very effective lure. And additionally, that Tenkara fly, it's a very simple fly, but we keep getting questions there on how we tie that. Additionally, the Frito, or I forgot what we were naming it, sabiki rig fly that we put together, made out of a Frito-Lay chip bag, or made out of a Mylar balloon. One that's been a really good go-to rig for these white bass early in the year, especially when we're trying to cash from the bank using some of our surf rods. So that's all for now. Glad y'all were able to join us this round, and hopefully we can get some fishing videos out there while we get through this pretty hectic week, and also this hectic weekend that may pull us away from what we really like doing, which is fishing. So that said, thanks for stopping by, and until next time, we'll catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.